Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Giles and this is my Get to Know You video. So first and foremost, the most important thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that I just got married. I got married on January 9th, 2016 in the Los Angeles, California temple to my husband, Weston. And this is just some of our pictures from our special day. And I just want to express how grateful I am to be able to have had that opportunity to be sealed in the temple for time and all eternity, and to my eternal companion and my best friend. And these are the photo actually in the upper left hand corner was right afterwards. We were so hungry after taking all our pictures that we decided to go to one of our favorite pizza places there in downtown Los Angeles. And it was actually quite fun being able to walk downtown in my gown and in his suit with his little bow tie. And we had a lot of fun that day. The day couldn't have been more perfect, in my opinion. Shortly after we got married, we had to make our way over to Indiana, which is where we currently reside. My husband took a job in Brazil, Indiana, working as an operations coordinator at St. Vincent Clay Hospital, and I currently work as a CNA in a Cobblestone Crossings Health Campus. Which is right across the street from where we live. This is a picture of us in Indianapolis at the Indy sign, where you could just stand next to the Indy sign and you take the place of the I. And so I thought it was really cool, and I thought I include this in our presentation as well. We really loved it here so far, despite the humidity. That's definitely one thing that we could do without. I'm originally, though, from a small town called Somerville, South Carolina, and I have lived there for the past 10 years with my parents. Below is a picture of my parents. I am an only child, and we have three dogs at home. My dad is a nurse, and my mom works in the same hospital as a floor secretary, and they both really enjoy it. And I love South Carolina. I wish that I could go back and visit. I just love the beach and the coastline and the culture that's there. I'm also a huge Carolina Gamecocks fan, so hopefully I haven't made any rivals with anyone so far, and we don't have any Clemson fans in the class. And I'm also a convert of 6 years to the church. That's an interesting fact about me. My mother joined about 6 years, or sorry, my mother joined about a year after I did. But she's since inactive, and my father is not a member of the church. But they're both very supportive in the things that I do. And another interesting fact is that I'm also a huge family history and family search buff. So if you ever have any questions about that, feel free to ask me, but just be prepared that I might talk your ear off for about an hour or so. Some things that I hope to take away from this class are things that will apply within my career. So currently right now I work as a CNA, as I said earlier, at Cobblestone Crossings, and I plan on becoming an RN in the future after I graduate from BYU Idaho with my public health degree. Um, and something that I hope to take away from this class is to be able to learn more about the aging brain through the various life stages. Right now, being able to work with elderly, it's been an opportunity to be able to learn all about their different life stories and the things that they've learned and the choices they've made and how that has impacted their life. And I've always just had a huge fascination with the human body, specifically two different parts, the heart and then the brain. And so being able to learn about the different um, features that make up those body parts, as well as the types of processes that allow us to think and make decisions, is something that I'd be more fascinated in and be able to apply to my career, so that one, I can become more of an effective communicator and be able to understand where people are coming from, which I hope will make me more of an empathetic person too, to be able to really dig into those life scenarios and to look at things from the other person's point of view, rather than what I know and what I think. And the last part is that I hope that this class will be able to help me prepare to become a mother and a better wife, and one day a future grandma, even though I hope that is a long, long time from now. And to be able to discern right from wrong, and to know how my child's age is brain is aging, sorry, and be able to help teach them the things that they need to know at that time and the important life lessons that they can learn and that I can pass on to not only my children, but also to my friends and to my family. Some other interesting things about me. I'm a very big fisherman. I love to go fishing. The picture in the top left corner is me holding a 3 pound largemouth bass that I just caught actually last week in our pond right by our neighborhood. And some other interesting things that I have caught is an 18-inch sand shark and a rainbow catfish and a couple other trout and some other fish that I can't think of off the top of my head. But overall, I really enjoyed fishing, and my husband has actually shown me all different techniques and ways to tie knots, and so I'm very grateful for that. I also love to explore and adventure and travel. This picture to the right of the one of me holding the fish is me at Angel's Landing in St. George, Utah. We went there a couple years ago, and an interesting fact is that I'm actually very afraid of heights, and so being able to climb to the top of this canyon and stand that close to the edge was very scary for me, but I'm grateful that I was able to go all the way to the top. And that's something that I use as a life motto for myself is to use faith to conquer fear and to push myself beyond my limits. And that's something that I've always tried to keep in mind whenever I seem to be worried or scared about something, and do my best to try things that are new all the time. And the other photo is of me on my sister-in-law's horse. I did competitive horseback riding for about 10 years, and I really, really enjoyed doing that. That's something that I'm very passionate about, and I love to be around horses. I wish that I could own a bunch of horses myself, but I know that that's not realistic and very expensive. But that was a huge part of my life growing up and something that I hope to get back into one day. Lastly, the best way to contact me is actually through my email, and I need to actually fix that real quick because that is incorrect. So, um, the best way to contact me is through my email, and that would be shangiles16@gmail.com. And if I end up being in a group with someone, or you need to get in contact with me sooner, I also can be reached by my cell phone. Text works best, but I asked that you reach out to me through my email for my cell phone number. I just don't like to give that out freely because if I do, then I feel like I end up with a bunch of random text messages from people that I don't know, and not everyone needs to have my cell phone number. Um, but other than that, that is it for my introduction video. So if you have any other questions or like to know anything else about me, just feel free to comment below. Thanks, and I look forward to meeting the rest of you.